What's the best diet to improve Hashimoto's thyroiditis? This is JJ Virgin, 4-time New York Times bestselling author, celebrity nutrition expert, and fitness Hall of Famer. I've been on a lifelong quest for answers to the toughest health questions. And now I'm sharing what I found with you. Welcome to Ask the Health Expert. Leanne Went from Facebook asks, what's the best diet to improve Hashimoto's thyroiditis? And do you have any other suggestions to help improve symptoms other than the medications the doctors give? Hey, it's JJ, and I've got the perfect person to answer this question. I've got Dr. Isabella Wentz, integrative pharmacist who happened to heal her own Hashimoto's naturally and shares how she did it and how you can too in her #1 New York Times bestselling book, Hashimoto's Protocol. She's also a fellow warrior mom and someone I'd love to do yoga with because, like me, she loves it, even though admits she's terrible at it and I think that I might have you beat as Worston Glass here. We'll be right back. Stay with me. You know you're supposed to get a good night's sleep, but it's just not happening. Maybe you struggle to fall asleep, or you just can't seem to stay asleep. I get it. I struggled too, which is why I created Sleep Candy, my delicious, chewable sleep supplement that's a powerful combination of L-theanine, melatonin, 5-HTP, inositol, and B6. And good news, because you're a listener, you get 10% off your order at jjvirgin.com/sleepcandy while supplies last. Just enter the code SLEEP, all in caps, at checkout.
This is such a great question, and one that I too wondered when I was first diagnosed with Hashimoto's. Ideally, a diet that you choose should help you address nutrient deficiencies, balance your blood sugar, and be free of any foods that are personally inflammatory to you. Now, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody. Not everybody's going to be on the same diet, but what I've found in my experience with clients and my research is that there are certain dietary templates that are going to work for the majority of people. And I'd recommend starting with these templates, and then you can modify them as time goes on to determine what's going to work best for you. For example, I found that 88% of people with Hashimoto's do better with a gluten-free diet, and about 80% do better with a dairy-free diet. Also, balancing blood sugar seems to be really, really important, especially with reducing those panic attacks, blood sugar swings, with addressing any kind of anxiety that you may be facing, with addressing any kind of fatigue issues and hair loss, as well as reducing thyroid antibodies. I have 3 specific dietary protocols that I start people on depending on what part of their journey that they're on. I go over this in great detail in my book, Food Pharmacology for Hashimoto's. This is a cookbook and a nutrition guide. Generally, I'll start people on either the intro diet, which is gluten-free, dairy-free, and soy-free, the paleo diet, or the autoimmune paleo diet. I have specific modifications you can utilize for thyroid and Hashimoto's specifically, and I have a free diet quick start guide on my website that you can check out. You're asking about how to get rid of symptoms, and I really have found that removing reactive inflammatory foods is such a wonderful place to start. So I've seen miracles with people removing some of the foods that they are reactive to. So pain diminished, fatigue gone, skin clears up, their brain fog clears up, they can laugh again, they can sleep again, right? They have flat stomachs where they were bloated for many, many years. Their acid reflux goes away, right? I also have a few different nutrients and digestive enzymes that can be incredibly helpful. I want to share just a few real quick, but you can also get more information in my free book chapter at thyroidpharmacist.com gift. But the 3 that I want to share with you that are really, really helpful for most of my clients and that have personally helped me are going to be betaine with pepsin. This is a digestive enzyme that can diminish fatigue and pain within just a few doses. So I went from sleeping like 11 to 12 hours every night and feeling exhausted to waking up before 6 a.m., bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, ready to take on the world when I started to finally digest my food. Selenium is another really important nutrient that's been found to be deficient in most people with Hashimoto's. Right around 200 micrograms seems to be the optimal dose. Now, this can help with hair loss, with anxiety, and with reducing thyroid antibodies. So these thyroid antibodies are going to be present and attacking our thyroid gland, and they are a marker of how aggressive the condition is. With using selenium, some researchers have found that we can see up to about 50% reduction in those antibody markers within about 3 months. So that's great news. And then last but not least, I wanted to share real quick with magnesium. So magnesium is fabulous, especially if you have constipation. I would recommend the citrate version. The citrate version can also help with sleep issues. So if you have insomnia, this is great to take at bedtime. This is something that can also relieve menstrual cramps. Now, I know people will say that they will take it actually their entire month when they have menstrual cramps, and the month their monthly aunt Flo comes to visit, right? And they say that the first month, it's about 80% reduced, the menstrual cramps. And then the second month, they do not feel any menstrual cramps at all. So these are 3 really helpful supplements. Again, you can get more information in my free book chapter on my website.
This is JJ with Ask the Health Expert. I do this 5 times a week, so make sure you never miss a show by going to subscribetoJJ.com.